I ranked every single Fortnite season from Chapter 2 Season 1 all the way until the current Star Wars season, and coming in at last place, we have the worst season of Fortnite ever, number 25, Paradise. This is gonna be a very personal list. Fuck this season. It had the worst Fortnitemares event of all time. The once amazing Chapter 3 map was ruined by the Chrome. You'd be fighting somebody and then you suddenly become a ball of cum. The Chrome guns, while cool on paper, the whole upgrading rarity when you did damage thing, that was cool, but like the guns themselves sucked ass. The battle pass was awful besides Gwen Stacy, of course. And to top it all off, we had the worst live event of all time, the Fracture event. That just cements this season as the worst season of Fortnite ever, in my opinion. Number 24, we have what most people would probably consider the worst Fortnite season of all time, Wrecked. I have a recurring nightmare where I get ass fucked by a car because of this season. Chapter 5, as a whole, can get in the fucking ocean, but this one was just so bad. People jumping in your box with a nitro, just shoulder checking you to Mars. This whole desert biome was so ugly. I hate steampunk. The Nitro Dome might be the worst POI of all time. Ooh, bad reputation. I hate that fucking song. The only good thing this season was Metallica. Now let's talk about something I was very excited about, but was very disappointed with the result. Coming in at the 23rd spot, we have Fortnite Myths and Mortals. A Greek mythology themed season. Sounds so awesome on paper, but it was executed so badly. The underworld POIs were god-awful to fight in, and you always had to land at them because you needed the Grimgate medallion. You couldn't build anywhere. The dash ability, fighting somebody and having them jump in the Baja Blast and just teleport halfway across the map is the most annoying feature they've ever put in this video game. The battle pass was a letdown. Nothing really... They Fortnited it too much. And the fact that we got Avatar in the battle pass instead of Percy Jackson in the Greek mythology themed season baffles me. In spot number 22, we have Absolute Doom. The second ever Marvel season sucked compared to the original one. We'll talk about that one later. This was the second best season of Chapter 5, but that's not saying much. The new POIs weren't awful. The raft was a good spot to land. But this was the season I realized how god-awful the Chapter 5 map was. In one corner was Greek mythology, in one corner was a steampunk desert, in one corner was Marvel, and there was fucking Halloween in the middle. This whole map just became such a mess. Turning into Doctor Doom was cool, but not enough to save this season from the bottom 5. Topping off the bottom 5, however, we have Primal. Many people probably have this lower than I do, but I'd rather play this season again than any of the seasons I just mentioned. I might be one of the only people in the world who kind of liked the crafting mechanic. I enjoyed having a spaz every game, what can I say? Also, this season had a kick-ass battle pass, Lara Croft being a standout. However, the primal biomes with the primal POIs really were bad. The primal and makeshift guns, fuck them. This wasn't the worst season ever like a lot of people say it is, but it wasn't good. Landing in our 20th spot, we have Cubed. Now, Cubed is a season where during the time it was actually out, I really didn't like it. But as the time has passed, I've realized it wasn't that bad, but it was still pretty bad. First of all, zero map changes when the season launched. I'm not counting the crash sites. Those don't count. The sideways weapons, really, a decent-ish Fortnitemares. The Venom and Carnage mythics were fun, but not, like, game-breaking. The end event was phenomenal. Seeing the island flip over still sits in my brain. But I think overall this season was just kind of mid. Speaking of mid, coming in at 19th, we have Resistance. The only reason I put this over Cubed is because this is the season that introduced Zero Build. Zero Build was a very good decision in my opinion, even though I didn't really like it at the time. I'm a big fan now and I really enjoy playing it a lot. Other than that, there really isn't much to talk about here. The map changes were fine, I guess. The event was pretty cool. The drum shotgun wasn't. And I don't really like that Fortnite added tanks into the game days after a tank bombed a shopping mall in Ukraine. I know these seasons are planned so far in advance, that's not their fault, but it's always kind of bothered me. I don't know, that's just me. Number 18, we are in Chapter 4, ladies and gentlemen, with a new beginning. This might be my least played season ever. I think I've played maybe 2 weeks of this season. I've gone back and I've watched some old videos from Chapter 4 Season 1, and there's things I have zero memory of. Like, what the fuck is this? Heat level? What is that? I didn't love the chapter 4 map at first. It grew on me as the chapter progressed, but on day 1, I really didn't like it. The shockwave hammer ruled, and the My Hero mythic gave people seizures, so that's fun. But what wasn't fun for a lot of players was Fortnite Wilds coming in our 17th spot. Now, I have a confession to make. I don't think this season's that bad. I think this is the most middle-of-the-road season ever. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just mid. The Mammoth Pistol, one of the best guns ever added to Fortnite. The jungle biome, the worst biome ever added to Fortnite. Like, seriously, fighting in the jungle made me want to kill myself. However, this is somehow my most played season of Chapter 4. I don't know how. This was not the worst season ever, in my opinion. I actually think parts of it were pretty fun, but overall, not great. At this point for me, all the seasons we're going to talk about I enjoyed, starting with Underground. By far, the best season of Chapter 5 was the first one. Now, I hated this on day 1 because of the movement changes, and I didn't like the map on launch, but after spending some time with it, it grew on me. The medallion mechanic was new and fresh. The Reaper sniper rifle is the best sniper they've ever put in the game. It basically aimed for you. The Ninja Turtle mythics were great for mobility. This season was fun. It's amazing how bad Epic fucked up Chapter 5 after this. Especially after having all these players come back to Fortnite to play Fortnite OG, which takes our 15th spot on my list. This would probably be higher on my list if I played the original 10 seasons, but I started in Chapter 2, so I have zero nostalgia for this, which I really think you need for something like this. However, I did have a very good time playing this season. The end event was phenomenal. This, while not an all-timer for me, was still really good. Alright, let's talk about Fortnite Mega coming in at number 14. Looking back, I wish I played this season more, but I was still kind of tired of Fortnite after the Chapter 4 launch, so I didn't play it that much. However, looking back, this season was great. The new Japanese-themed corner of the map really made the Chapter 4 map good, and Mega City, man. Bring Mega City back. Bring it back. The Havoc Pump was amazing. The Attack on Titan collab with the ODM gear. The Spider-Man mythics finally returning. This was amazing. After writing all this down, I really wish I played this more. Also, shout out to the greatest loading screen of all time. Theron Yeager looking over Mega City. It's the best loading screen ever. Now, I didn't have nostalgia for Fortnite OG, but I did have nostalgia for a number 13th spot, Fortnite Remix. I put this lower than the original Chapter 2 seasons because I do think it was a downgrade from the OG Chapter 2. Getting to play the Chapter 2 map again made me feel so amazing. This season made Chapter 5 worth it. Honestly, I'm glad this got leaked months in advance, otherwise I probably would have quit Fortnite during Chapter 5. Yeah, the Mythic POIs were not as good as the original, but I didn't really care because going in, I knew it wasn't going to be as good, and knowing that really made the season more enjoyable. Now, here is something I really didn't think I was going to like, but I'm surprised it's this high. Number 12, we have Galactic Battle. I hate Star Wars. You should know this if you watch my videos. I hate Star Wars. But holy shit, this season is so fun. The first order base is such a good drop spot. Being able to talk to Darth Vader was not on my bingo card for 2025. The guns being completely different was something I did not think I was going to like, but I actually kind of do. This season obviously isn't over yet. That's why it's not in my top 10. But if Epic doesn't mess it up in the next 2 weeks, I think it could be an all-time season. Let's stick with Chapter 6 and talk about Hunters. Spot 11 and 10 are kind of tied for me, but I chose to put this season lower just for a very personal reason. But this season rocks. The Typhoon Blade can fuck off, but everything else was amazing. The map, great. The guns were hit scan again. Thank you. The Hollow Twister AR is one of the best ARs ever. The Battle Pass, one of the best ever, if not the best ever. The Void Mask is one of the funnest movement items ever. Turning into Godzilla and fucking people up was badass. Chapter 6 has the potential to be one of the best chapters of Fortnite ever, as long as Epic don't fuck it up. Now, we have hit the top 10, and in 10th place, we have Lawless. Like I said, Lawless and Hunters are kind of tied for me. I could switch them around pretty easily, but I put Lawless in the top 10 because they added not only ATs to the game, but also my dream collab, Cody Rhodes. Also, the season rocked as well. The baseball bat was just incredible. The Battle Pass was good. Crime City was the best drop on the map, and the Mammoth Pistol returned with a mythic version. I do not think the vaults were that great. They took too long to open, but that's me nitpicking. This season was amazing. All right, I'm about to hit you with the biggest hot take in this whole video. In our number 9 spot is a season a lot of people really don't like. This season was so hated, it's widely considered one of the worst seasons of Fortnite ever. But for me, it was so much fun. We're talking about Vibin. I don't know why people hate this season so much. I thought this was an excellent way to spend the summer of whatever year this was. I think it was 2022. I really liked the roller coaster POI, and the reality tree was one of the prettiest Fortnite POIs ever. The hammer AR was added, a good battle pass, and of course, we got John Cena. First ever WWE collaboration. I thought this was the coolest collab ever. Also, we got Dragon Ball and the Call Me Your Mama Mythic, which was pretty fucking cool. Coming in at 8th place, we have 0 Point. Now, this is a season that I wasn't a fan of when I played it back in Chapter 2, but this is strangely one of the seasons I really want to go back and play. Salty Towers was a fun little POI. I love the theme of the season where Jonesy kept pulling in characters from other universes into Fortnite. Walking Dead, Alien, Kratos, Master Chief, Street Fighter, all iconic Fortnite collaborations were added this season. The sand tunneling was disabled for like the whole season pretty much. Mando Sniper was awesome. Negative points to the battle pass, however, probably the worst battle pass of all time. But that's a very minor thing. It's in the top 10. We are splashing down into our numbers. Oh my god, that joke was, why did I write that down? Number 7 is Chapter 2, Season 3, Splash Down. This was such a fun season. Kit Shockwave Launcher being a standout, of course. Sharks were hilarious. I really loved the map this season. The water level starting off high and then lowering as the season progressed. That was so cool. And I also swear, this is like one of the best looking seasons ever. The lighting and the colors were changed just for this season, and it looked so good. Also, the build umbrella was genius. Bring that back. Just missing out on the top 5, we have Invasion. Now, this should probably be in the top 5, but for personal reasons and personal bias, it isn't. But this is almost perfect. The railgun and the recon scanner combo, unbeatable. The inflatable, one of the most creative items ever. The Ariana Grande concert was sick. Where it loses points for me was there wasn't really any map changes. It was kind of just, they recolored Sweaty Sands a little bit. And hot take, I really didn't like the Mothership update. I found the minigame really annoying to play and not that fun. I don't think it was designed very well. The Operation Skyfire event was amazing. This season was so much fun overall. It just misses out on the top 5. Now, we have hit the top 5, and in 5th place is a very personal pick because this was my first ever season of Fortnite. I've gone with the first season of Chapter 2, A New World. Yeah, I know this season wasn't that good, and shut up, I don't care. This season changed my life. Without this season, I would never have met my best friend, a guy who is soon becoming my roommate. This season made me want to create content again. I was a homeschool kid, so meeting kids my age through Fortnite was kind of the only middle school experience I ever had. Yeah, this season wasn't very good. There wasn't a lot of updates besides the holiday events, but it holds such a special place in my heart. That's why, in my opinion, it's number 5. Now, our top 4. These are the elite seasons of Fortnite, in my opinion. The 4 pillars of Fortnite, if you will. Starting with number 4, Last Resort. The best mythic POIs of all time. The best vault system of all time. This was the most balanced way to get mythic guns ever. It wasn't 100% what you were gonna get. Robbing the vaults felt so cool. The Rocket Ram was so fucking fun. The Fort Nightmares event was maybe the best one ever. The Twin Mag AR, the second best AR in Fortnite. This season was the peak of Chapter 4 without a doubt, and I really hope we get a Chapter 4 OG just so we can play this season again. From the peak of Chapter 4 to the peak of Chapter 3, in 3rd place, taking the bronze medal, we have Fortnite Flipped. In my opinion, this is the best launch of a chapter ever. A absolutely amazing map. The best loot pool ever. The MK7, the first-person gun. This season was the best looking season, in my opinion. The colors, the graphics, the map being covered in snow is still ingrained in my brain. Tilted Towers returning. And of course, we got fucking Spider-Man. The greatest movement item in Fortnite history. The greatest mythic in general. The greatest mythic ever. The Spider-Man web shooters were perfect. This whole season was perfect. I I really hope we get a Chapter 3 OG season in the future because I really want to play this one again. We have made it to the top 2, and if you've done your math, you know what 2 seasons are left. Taking the silver medal is Chapter 2, Season 4, Nexus War. It was so hard to pick between this and number 1. Either of these could be switched around and I'd be okay with it. The first Marvel season shits on the Chapter 5 one. Once they added the Stark update, this hit so damn hard. The loot pool for arena and tournaments was phenomenal. The OG Stark rifle is the best AR of all time. Fuck Chapter 5 for nerfing it. The pump was unvaulted. Shockwaves. 50-50 in the Stark chest at Stark Industries. The Galactus event was amazing, even though it crashed for me before I could drive the battle bus. I'm still angry about that, like 5 years later. The all-black superhero skins. This season was perfect, and it could go number 1 if it wasn't for Chapter 2, Season 2, which takes our number 1 spot and the gold medal. Kind of fitting, considering this was the Midas season. Waking up and seeing all the map changes. This was the first time they added mythic bosses, something that has become a staple of Fortnite now. This was the first season I started taking the game seriously, so I was playing a lot of arena every day, dropping the grotto every game. The Travis Scott event is probably the most fun I've had watching an event, and that's saying something considering what happened in WrestleMania 41. The Battle Pass is the best ever. Maya is the best tier 1 of all time. Deadpool, even though his pistols sucked, I still remember seeing the Battle Pass screen for the first time. Epic, please bring the custom Battle Pass screens back. That was so fucking cool. Why would you take that away? This is the greatest season of Fortnite, and I don't think anything will ever top it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Use code LaneKingsley, all lowercase, all one word, in the Fortnite item shop, please and thank you. Be safe out there.